Zootopia 2 has just been released, and today I'm going to be showing you the full movie breakdown and all the Easter eggs and secrets you missed in it. So without further ado guys, let's just get right into it. After Nick and Judy stop Mayor Bellwether, she finally confesses the truth, and she's imprisoned, and the news all over Zootopia can't believe that a rabbit cop and a fox criminal saved Zootopia. Following this, Nick officially joins the police. Despite trying to stand out, he frequently clashes with other officers in his job, and during the ceremony, Judy gifts Nick his carrot-shaped pen. Zootopia gains a new mayor, Brian Winkdancer, who promises to expand the city and improve conditions and make it safer. Judy is thrilled, and their next case will continue to earn them recognition and help protect the city. The morning after the ceremony, Judy of course wakes up more organized, while Nick is relaxed as always, and she feels tied to her badge, while Nick feels tied to the pen Judy gave him. And at the station, Chief Bogo explains their mission, stopping an ant named Anthony who is involved in illegal customs operations, and he divides the officers, and the button officers handle the area, the HOS officers provide support, and Nick and Judy are paired together, and when Bogo tries to explain the mission, the two are nowhere to be seen and are absent, which infuriates him. At the port, Nick urges Judy to stick to the plan, and Anthony spots them from far away and warns them off. Curiously, because their species relationship is unusual but canon, Nick ends up admitting that they're investigating him for illegal activities, but the anteater is completely uninterested and still tells them to leave. Here, Nick appeals to Anthony's heart, explaining him that his child suffered an accident and his wishes was for an autograph from a trained driver. Anthony is tricked into signing the child's cast, and while he's distracted, Judy is opening containers one by one, and here Bogo arrives right of course at the right time, revealing their identities, and Anthony is completely caught off guard and attempts to escape. A pig then driving an illegal car confronts them. They seize it and pursue Anthony. Requesting backup, Hopton orders them to fall back as they disrupt the chase, and hippopotamus officers attempt to intervene but fail. Inside Anthony's van, Gary the snake is revealed. Anthony is accidentally knocked out. Judy activates the car's nitro, and Nick warns her not to do it, but she persists, and she successfully stops the car against the statue of Zootopia's founder. But interestingly enough, for Judy, she finds snake skin inside the van. Back at the office, they're waiting to be reprimanded by their boss when they watch Nibbles Maplestick, a conspiracy YouTuber, comment that it's odd to find snake skin in the van in Zootopia because reptiles are not allowed, and snakes haven't been in Zootopia for over a century. Chief Bogo then scolds them, emphasizing that despite solving the case, their reckless partnership is dangerous for the city, and he's right. Judy presents the evidence, but Bogo dismisses it, saying their actions have endangered others in the city, and Bogo warns them that if they continue their reckless ways, he will separate them, and he assigns a critical mission with the same warning: fail and you will be split. Then they're obliged to go to a Know Your Partner class, basically like a mentorship for officers who don't know how to work with each other. Judy complains that pairing her with Nick was a mistake because his fox species is impulsive. Then in the meeting, we see a deer and a badger fighting each other because they can't stand each other being partners, and outside, Judy gives Nick a manual to avoid these future conflicts. Then we get to see a little glimpse of Nick's life, where he lives beneath an elephant gym where vibrations constantly disrupt his home, and Judy then calls her parents, who know about her last failure in her job because it was spread around Zootopia, but still wish her luck. Her grandma then asks her when she will return home to start a family because it was reproductive season. Judy tries to read her manual, but gets distracted by the news of a party hosted by Milton Lindsley, descendant of Zootopia's founder. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, the city of Zootopia has climate control walls, separating districts by temperature, and while watching the news, Judy notices a van linked to Anthony's escape with a book that was found inside it. She investigates further and discovers that Nibbles, the YouTuber, was predicting dangerous activity involving a snake because reptiles were exiled because back in the day, a snake eliminated a turtle and it now may seek revenge. Judy contacts Nick for help. She arrives at his home, noticing the mess she had avoided before, and they plan to infiltrate Milton's mansion for evidence. And at the party, Shakira, the famous singer, performs. Security attempts to block cameras, but an accident allows Nick and Judy inside, and Milton expects guests to join the event. While they're driving, they notice a van lacking snow, meaning that it was the latest to arrive, and a door is open, suggesting that the snake has entered disguise. And Nick and Judy navigate the party, and Nick has the job to distract a bear, retrieving and returning its necklace to gain access to a restricted area. Judy examines Milton's book and identifies Milton Lindsley as the owner of the book. She accidentally bumps into Milton's son, Hobart Lindsley, staining herself. Hobart is very insecure, but he's very pleased to meet the famous Judy Hopps. Nick teases seizes her, and Judy discovers snake skin on the floor. Milton's older children remove Parbert from the area, and Nick follows the snake to a chandelier where it is about to attack Milton. Bogo intervenes, taking Nick away, and chaos erupts as the snake jumps. Terrifying the party, Gary the snake seizes Milton and the book. Nick and Judy pursue him, and while he's in the room, Gary explains to them that they're not villains, but they are trying to expose the corruption of Lindsley and protecting their own. Nick knocks out Gary, and Milton is able to get up, who orders his children to eliminate the snake and anyone interfering, forcing Nick and Judy to evade danger. In the process, Gary accidentally poisons Chief Bogo. Judy tries to remove it, but Humpton misinterprets her actions and thinks that they are also allied with him. They escape with Gary, using a painting as a sled, and Mr. Pig intercepts them, but they are carried off in his car. News reports blame Judy, Nick, and the snake for the party incident, leaving Bogo hospitalized. Milton threatens to retaliate using his influence. Judy's parents worry and attempt to contact her, but Nick breaks her phone to avoid tracking, and they reach a secret hideout run by Frou Frou, Mr. Pig's daughter, who provides money, aid, and transportation. But Frou Frou warns them that they have to leave as far as they can because lynxes are very corrupt and have a lot of influence in Zootopia. Judy wants to continue investigating, but Nick urges caution and he doesn't want to continue. Frou Frou knows that Judy is not gonna stop, so she tells them that she knows someone familiar with reptiles. And guess who is that? Nibbles the YouTuber, who agrees to help. They head to a hidden marine district, encountering dolphins, hippos, and seals, and Nick accidentally offends some of the residents and learns that fish are currency. Traveling, they meet Jesus, who guides them and introduces a special book readable only by snakes, containing hidden drawings revealing the exiled reptiles' history. Reptiles once lived in Zootopia, but they were exiled after an unlawful elimination. Their district was completely erased, and Gary, looking away, can interpret the hidden colors in the book. He can see the original district and patent of the founder. Police arrive right at that moment, and Jesus leads them to escape. But Gary grabs the book and escapes with it, and they try to hunt him down, but Nibbles warns them not to follow the snake into the red tube because it doesn't have any oxygen and he will suffocate if he goes into it. Gary enters, and Nick goes into it and nearly suffocates, but Judy rescues him. Judy discovers wet matches in Gary's pouch, marking the location of the lost lighthouse. They traverse a mountain encountering obstacles and environmental hazards, and Humpton sends officers after them. Judy gathers evidence from snake scales and photos of an old snake in front of a lighthouse. Nick, of course, we know this already, having feelings for Judy, prioritizes her safety over the investigation, but Judy insists that she became a cop to protect the innocent, and they are forced to split as they are confronted by pursuing rams. Nick is knocked out by the rams, and they press him to demand to know where Judy is, but Nick refuses to answer. Milton orders his people to hunt her down and eliminate her, claiming it will be another secret that their powerful family covers up. After injuring Nick, his daughter gives him a fur sample belonging to Parbert. Meanwhile, Gary meets Judy and reassures her that he carries an antidote in case he accidentally poisons her. At the shop, Gary explains how he became friends with Parbert. Gary once sent a letter to the Lynx family urging them to reveal the truth peacefully and stop lying, but they ignored it. He wanted to change things and expose what his corrupt family really did, so he teamed up with Parbert. Now, with Judy's help, he hopes to uncover everything, and they apologize for what happened to Judy's friend, and study an old diary revealing the Lost Serpent district where snakes once lived. A corrupt lynx erased it from the maps after expelling the reptiles. Using his ability to see hidden colors, Gary reveals an old illustration showing that over a century ago, his grandmother tried to divide Zootopia into climate districts to help animals live comfortably. She patented her idea, but a corrupt businessman stole the patent and silenced anyone who knew the truth, including the turtle housekeeper. He framed Gary's grandmother, exiled reptiles, shut down the climate zone, and erased their district from history. However, the turtle hid the original patent before being eliminated. Gary realizes that the snake district is near the Lynx mansion and a lighthouse, and Judy remembers the same lighthouse in the grandmother's photo that she saw before, so they decide the district can be found by lighting its beacon, but they must cross the tundra wall first. They're all excited, but unaware that they're being tracked. In prison, Nick learns that the inmates expect him to be eliminated quickly. He meets the cellmate Nibbles, who annoys him but unexpectedly helps him escape by crafting a key from a broom. Nick, emotionally vulnerable, admits Judy means everything to him, and he fears the Lynx family will eliminate her. After the escape, Anthony, the guy in the first scene of the movie, exposes them and triggers a police chase. They run into Bellwether in a Hannibal-style cage. They press a button button hoping to escape and accidentally release all the inmates who wrecked the police cars. Without having a getaway vehicle, Nibbles suggests calling a fast driver called Flash the Sloth. He comes faster than expected and he helps them get away. The Lynx family then discovers Judy is near the wall and close to the truth. Milton orders Humpton to shoot her with a poisoned dart, and Humpton refuses, but a co-worker accidentally pushes her and the dart nearly hits Judy. Flash's car takes the hit instead, and Nick, Judy, and Nibbles reach the tundra wall. Nibbles seals the entrance from the inside, risking Nick's life as the wall begins activating. The group searches for the serpent mechanism and activates it, and discovers the lighthouse's location. Judy notices Nick is trapped by the door, and Nibbles saves him just in time. Suddenly, Parbert betrays them, poisoning Judy and attacking Gary. He claims he doesn't want to eliminate them, but he must protect his family's secret. He plans to eliminate all the witnesses, even Nick. Judy begs him to stop, but he refuses. Weak but determined, Judy tries to save Nick, and Parbert injects another victim and confronts Nick. Gary, about to pass away, begs Nick to use the serum to save Judy. The ground collapses, and Gary falls but manages to cure Judy just in time. She rescues Nick, and Parbert falls. Judy and Nick confess their fears and feelings, opening up about trauma, identity, and acceptance. They reaffirm their bond, calling each other part of their pack and burrow. Here, they confront Parbert, who nearly eliminates them until Gary and the others intervene. Brian rebels against the Lynx family. The group then reaches the Serpent Institute, turn on the lights, and find Gary's grandmother with the hidden patent. Parbert tries to burn it, but Humpton knocks him out. The Lynx family is arrested, reptiles return to their sword district, Bogo receives the antidote, and they hope other officers will learn acceptance too. He records his confession in the sword pen once again, like in the first movie, but they still have work to do. 200 escaped inmates remain loose, and they have to start with Bellwether, and that's how the third movie is gonna start. And then there is a post-credit scene, but we will talk about that one in another completely different video.